Well, hey, I didn't see you there. Just sitting here doing nothing, waiting again for something to do. So, just got the new copy of the Horseback Street Chopper magazine. I highly recommend it. It is April 13th, 2011, almost 10 a.m. I'd like to talk to you about trucking. I've been driving a truck since 1995, 96, but I've been working in it since 93 as a truck helper. I would go and help unload trucks, ride along with the driver and help unload baking ingredients, different bakers, anywhere from Brooklyn, New York, to anywhere. They'd carry 100-pound bags in on the shoulder or carry them over and send them down a chute on West 88th Street, in Brooklyn, or any of them bakeries where they stored everything in a basement. Some of you who know me know I desperately want to quit. I regret getting my CDL. Today I'm going to talk about some of the things that really pisses me off about driving. I mean, like here, I'm sitting here waiting. Sometimes that's part of the job. Sometimes you sit and wait for pickups or deliveries, or there's nothing to do at the time until a broker calls something in, or a warehouse calls something in, because they call around and they check different prices and get the best price and all that. This guy where I'm at here, they let me park in the lot today because I got in trouble for parking at the Kmart lot the other day for almost 4 hours. Yesterday, or the day before, Monday, because I parked there Friday. The manager remembered me from Friday. The manager called the company and said I was parked in the Kmart parking lot for too long. You know, I was way in the back. I wasn't bothering anybody. The engine wasn't running. I was just sitting there waiting, but apparently, I mean, they don't want them parked there. She told the company this isn't a truck stop. That one of my main complaints is trying to find a place to park these two-story buildings on wheels. Contrary to non-truckers, to civilians' belief, there aren't truck stops everywhere. Which brings me to my next complaint. More and more warehouses where we go to pick up and deliver, they're not letting drivers use the bathroom. I find it more and more each day. I posted a picture on my Facebook page a while back of a place I was at who put a big plywood sign, black spray painted on it, said no public bathrooms for drivers, and they can make you sit for 6 or 8 hours. What are you supposed to do? And then I've been to at least 5 other places last week that they would not let the driver use the bathroom, not even to wash their hands if they had to unload the truck or whatever. It's just ridiculous. I mean, what are you supposed to do if you can't go use the bathroom? If you're sitting there for 6 or 8 hours waiting to get loaded, 4 hours, even 2 hours, there's nothing you can do. There's no place around. They don't even put out porta potties. What about lumpers? For those of you who don't know, drivers would know, but you go to some of these places, some of these companies where you make a delivery, and you gotta pay for them to unload their own product, to have a business in there, and they're lumpers, and they charge a high amount of money to take your pallets off, and they've got to be broken down, which means if they're too high, they got to be separated and sorted if they're mixed. And you got these lumpers in there, they'll do it. But like, for instance, I was at this place the other day, I won't give you any names, but I was at this place the other day last week in New Jersey, and they wanted $30 to pull off 3 pallets with an electric pallet jack. It's just a jack you ride and you turn it, and it's an electric pallet jack. It's $30 to do that, and I still had to break it down. Well, I wasn't paying them to do that. Instead of paying them $30, instead of getting robbed for $30, which the company would pay for, but that's not the point. It's the principle. $30 goddamn dollars. I carried the entire product off myself by hand, and from the front of the trailer, which is where it was at, it was my last delivery, so it was at the very front of the trailer. I carried it to the other dock, out to the dock, and restacked the entire 3 pallets on another pallet, on other pallets. And I wasn't paying them $30 freaking to do that, to pull them off. It's ridiculous. Other places, it's like 50, 60, it's the one place I go to is $60 to pull the pallets off and break it down. I'm not doing that. My company pays me less to do it, but I'll take it, you know, I take the extra cash, and I have some satisfaction that these criminals, these lumpers, are not ripping me off. I mean, I wish all the drivers would just do it themselves and make the lumpers sit an entire day and not do anything, and they don't get paid. Because, my God, you got to see the cat. It's just ridiculous. $60 to pull off a pallet. Walmart, the Walmart distribution centers, $50 to pull off a pallet, pull off a delivery, whether it's 1 pallet or 20 pallets. $50. They want you to pay $50 to pull off 1 pallet off the truck with an electric pallet jack. If you do it yourself, they let you use a manual pallet jack, which is you got to pull it back yourself, and that can get hard, especially with 23, 24 pallets, and then you got to break it down, especially if the dock is facing a little downhill, and they won't help you. But if you pay the $50, they'll pull them off. I cannot stand lumpers and their scam that they got going. I just can't stand it. I mean, it just pisses me off. I don't know, it just pisses me off. Freaking lumpers. I mean, what do you drivers do? Do you guys out there, do you unload it yourself, or do you just pay? Even if your company's paying or reimbursing you for it, do you pay a lumper to do it? Anyways, that's my video log for the day. Oh, he's going on YouTube.